Hey guys, it's Oscar with Society's Acoustic. We're out here at SEMA 2021 thanks to Speedhut. We're out here debuting our Datsun 280Z. It's been in the works for about 5 to 6 years now and actually getting a lot of good love out here. I want to show you guys a little bit about it. So we got the Liberty Walk kit. It's one of the only one in North America with it, other than Kato and the rest of the guys from Japan. So it's cool to be one of the only ones here in USA to be able to have this special kit. And on top of that, we got a little bit of add-ons such as air ride suspension, full techno toy tuning, which is fully adjustable suspension. There's not many side skirt options, so we want to add our own style to it, kind of connect the body kit together as much as possible. Also, Nifty Built came through on these SSR Jilbas out here. It's 15 by 11, and the back we got 15 by 12. Pretty nice aggressive fitment, wrapped around with some Federal RSR tires. We got the Pantera hatch out here. So this hatch right here is basically aftermarket hatch. It's all fiberglass replacing the OEM standard hatch. Has a nice cutout in the back, which we combined with this 3-piece spoiler that got molded into it to give it a nice clean look, opposed to just usual having a bunch of bolts on this side, make it a little more cleaner. On the back, we went with the full JDM clear tail lights. Kind of want to change it up from the usual all red, or a lot of people do the 240 tail lights, but I want to keep it original as possible, but at the same time give it a little cool twist, that Japan vibe on here. Moonlight runners, thank you very much. It's another upgrade that I really like. It's the slit spoiler, custom made for the chassis. So this was definitely a perfect move that they offered, and we made it work. And one thing about this build is that you might think it's painted, but it's actually wrapped. Nizzletech hooked us up to white out white and their new snow blue finish that they just released at SEMA. And everybody that has stopped by has told me nice pink, and it's actually pretty cool feeling. But Nizzletech really killed it on this one. Let me show you guys the inside actually. I want to show you guys the inside, because this is my favorite part. We got on here the brand new refurbished dash thanks to Just Dashes. They actually came in, got my old dash, and they stripped it to straight bare metal to the frame, and they rebuilt it from there. Doing an amazing job. Everything fit perfect. I feel the dash is probably the biggest part of the interior. These Speedhut gauges, it was a perfect touch. We went with the OEM Plus look. Got the black bezel, the white logo, lights up white. Didn't want to go too crazy. I know there's a lot of different customizable options, but for me, we just wanted to keep it nice and clean and simple and give it that OEM-ish feel. So we got right here the boost gauge. We got the speedo, we got the tach, we got the oil gauge, we got the water air fuel ratio, and we gave the passenger a little touch right here with some voltage, you know, give them something to look at. Other than that, we have the full interior in here, which we went the full confetti theme. The carpet, the seats, even the back of the hatch over here. If you take a little closer look, it's confettied under, so you can see it all in here. Let me show you guys the engine too as well. We wanted to keep it as original as possible, so what we did is we basically just went for the ZX L28 turbo setup, still keeping it the L series family on here. We combined that with the new Pro Tuner setup that they just released. This is their intake. We got the ignition, the MS3X setup. Basically, that removed all my old wiring with the new wiring harness. The old setup, the original, is super thick wire, which is a bunch of cables going everywhere. And you know, it's something to definitely look at if you want to clean up a lot of the bird's nests, what they call it. So we got in here the turbo. We got with the custom piping on here, Mishimoto cooling system, radiator, catch can, intercooler, and oil cooler. So thank you, Mishimoto, for keeping our car cool. We actually did a full chassis harness as well for all our wiring. So we got rid of all the wiring that was originally for the chassis. So the headlights, tail lights, everything's all plug-in chassis harness setups. All the old wiring was just too outdated, and this was definitely the move for us. It's definitely worth it. Just the main thing is you gotta stick to the plan, commit, and you know, do it right the first time. That's the one key that I learned about this build. If the product is something that you want, just stick to that product, even if it's gonna take a while to get it. The wait is worth it. Another cool thing on here as well that we did that's changed up, we have this acoustic cage that we made in 2 days. We started it, decided we wanted to add a little bit more custom touch because it was a little too bland. We want to make it as easy as possible, so it's bolt-on, and we're going with this nice, cool yellow finish on here to give it that more of a JDM feel. 2 days is busting all-nighters. Anything is possible if you really put your mind to it. So one thing about this car that it's one of the unique parts, it's actually one of the first bagged Datsuns for the most part in the world. Bagged it back in 2014 when I got it, just because in general driving California is a little rough. So didn't want to destroy the car. So I had it bagged it a long time ago, but due to this, SEMA bill wanted to renovate it, update it from with the airlift setup. We got icebox came in through, getting this air setup done. We got a nice wheel right here, a little different than usual with the Viair system. So this is our build right here for SEMA debut, and we got a little bit more stuff that we're going to be upgrading, changing from now till then after. So you guys make sure you guys stay updated with the build. Make sure you guys follow us on Acoustic and Society on Instagram. Thank you guys for following us and being part of the build as well.